not sob. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. You guys already know what this is. I'm gonna be attempting to find a 5-star read, specifically because I haven't found one in almost 3 months. The past 2 months I haven't found a 5-star read at all, and I am in dire need to read some 5 stars. Hopefully we'll find a lot of 5 stars in this vlog. Hopefully, cross my fingers. I will send you guys back a teeny tiny bit where I started a book that I potentially might rate 5 stars. I just did not do an intro at all when I started filming that. So yeah, sending you guys back just a teeny tiny bit in the past. Let's ignore this. This was one of my bridal shower things. I am reading Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole, and I was planning on doing like a whole intro thing tomorrow because, you know, I look like this and I don't really want to do an intro right now, but I think I need to talk about this book. I kind of need to yap about this book for a bit. Wow, what in the world? I am at chapter 23. I just finished reading chapter 22. I'm at page 266. I made this reading vlog wanting to find 5-star reads because I haven't found a 5-star read in like 2 months. We're nearing our 3rd month of no 5 stars, and I really want to find some 5-star reads. The thing is, I did like Spark of the Everflame, but the one main issue I had with Spark was that DM, our main character, was not very likable. And even though I hoped for this to be a 5-star read, I did not know what to expect. So I picked one first, thinking that it might not be a 5 stars, hoping it will be a 5 stars. Wow, I'm getting 5-star feelings, guys. Like, I'm actually having full body shivers. When I was reading this, I had visceral reactions. My emotions were unkept. I was just all over the place. This was so good. Chapter 22. I don't like DM the slightest bit. I think her character is still very, very much stubborn and insufferable, but chapter 22, that scene, I fear I cannot move on from that. Okay. Is it fireworks? I don't like DM, but I think I can see where she's coming from. The way she's going back and forth with her feelings and her actions and her decisions just because of the way she's feeling during that moment in time really pisses me off. However, part of me feels like I understand her. I feel like she really resembles the way I think we're very volatile people, okay? I don't like it, but I understand. But I hope to see more changes. I hope to see her grow out from this because it's really frustrating to be in her head right now. Luther, our male main character, or somebody who doesn't have a POV in this book, wow, he was perfect. I already have 5-star feelings. Now that we're here in the present, since that update, I haven't given any sort of update. I also haven't really read a lot. I am still on Glow of the Everflame, which is crazy. This is taking me a really long time to read, not because it's not good, but because I have been busy. Yeah, this book is so far really freaking good. I have high hopes. I'm hoping the end is going to be epic because I have this much left, which is like 150 pages. But also, current thoughts, I absolutely despise DM. She is insufferable. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She's very impulsive. But I feel like because of the things that she's going through, a lot of the problems she has to face, a lot of the consequences she has to deal with because of her actions, she learns a lot more and she starts to change for the better. She starts to realize that, you know, things are not as it seems. Just feels a little bit more real, a little bit more raw. I feel like a lot of times I don't like to change the way I think. I don't like to change the way I view the world, my habits, my comfort zone. And DM is just trying so hard to control her comfort zone. As the reader, it's suffocating me, but I know it's needed in order for her to grow. It's just going a little bit slower and a little bit tougher than I would expect. I am not in any way, shape, or form gonna be reading the 3rd book anytime soon, just because Burn, which is the last book, is not coming out anytime soon either. And then after that, we'll pick up a new book because I've been reading this book since Wednesday. It's been 5 days. I have a feeling that there just needs to be some sort of progress. I'm scared, but let's do this. love the Everflame. Thankfully, the ending of this book wasn't the type of ending where I am feral for the next book. Things are a little bit confusing and there are just answers I really want. Why's my laptop making noises? I really like this book, especially the end, but I'm trying to figure out if this is 5 stars or not. I will have to say, Luther in this book, completely unhinged. This man, the mouth on this man. I did dog ear one page because this page made me gasp. It made me want to cry, but I feel like if I talked about this page, it'll be a spoiler, so I'm not gonna talk about it, but I just have to say this book was really, really well done. Love the plot. The political intrigue in this book was done so well. There's so many factors going on in this book and I'm excited to see more. I feel like with books, I really need to sit on it. So we're sitting on this rating. I really like this book. It was so good. And we're gonna pick up our next book. I am quite conflicted. I have 2 fantasy books I want to pick up. A Conjuring of Light by V. Schwab. This is a potential 5-star because the second book ended off on a cliffhanger and it was so good, but it's such a thick 660 page book. The other one I want to pick up, I've seen so many people rate this 5 stars, so that's why I think it might be, or like potentially might be, Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. Metal Slinger is a lot thinner. This is like a 660 page book and I think Metal Slinger is like 400 pages only, 450. So you know what? Let's pick up A Conjuring of Light because I have a feeling this will be 5 stars. First book, you're following Kel, who's an Antari. It's basically one of the rare people who can jump through parallel universes, and there are 4 in this world. He also lives in London, but he lives in Red London. There's White, Grey, and Black London as well. Currently, Black London is obsolete, and Red London is the most prosperous in terms of magic. And Kel helps the royal family send messages back and forth. He then encounters something that he's not supposed to have. You follow their world, you follow these characters, and I have fallen in love with the characters, so I really wanted to get into this one. I right now don't really want to read anything. I have to do some work before I start reading again. Just a quick little pop in here to say I will be reading A Conjuring of Light, and I haven't started, but I am planning on reading, I want to say 100 pages, because I do have to do a little bit of editing, so I won't be able to read a lot today. And to be honest, chapter 1 is starting off on page 11. Technically, I'm only gonna be reading 88 pages. Sorry, 89. My math is wrong. I'm gonna make this update quick because I'm on page 65. This is chapter 1 of part 2, City and Shadow, and I know I said I was gonna read 100 pages, but honestly I'm really tired. My eyes are like blurring at this point. It has been a pretty easy, decent read because you're jumping right into where we ended off in the second book, and it's a lot of action. It's a lot of reveals going on. We are getting some new POVs. Hopefully they're gonna play some big roles. I'm not really too sure. I'm excited. I don't know what to expect with this book. Yeah, right now I am so tired. I really need to go to sleep. I didn't really sleep that well yesterday. I need to edit a few videos too, but we'll just do it tomorrow. I should be fine. As I mentioned just now, I am still reading A Conjuring of Light, and I have now reached page 72. I stopped at 65 yesterday, and I've only read a little bit because I've been working. But today is September 9, and it is happy release day to a lot of books, but specifically a book that I've been waiting and really wanting to read, that I like potentially might give 5 stars to, because I am so excited for this. This book has a lot of the tropes that I really enjoy in books. Wildcard by Elsie Silver was just released today. I really want to read this, so I might just put down A Conjuring of Light first and pick up this. I have a feeling I'll go through this super quickly. I also don't have a physical copy of this book yet, but I do have it on KU, so we're going to read Wildcard. If you don't know this book, this is the 4th book of the Rose Hill Ranch series, and I think it's the last one. This is ex-boyfriend's dad. And let me tell you, age gap and ex-boyfriend's dad is one of my guilty pleasure tropes, and I have been wanting to read this for the longest time. The moment I knew this couple existed, I really wanted their story, and so we're going to pick up this book. I'm so excited. I'm going to read this. I'm probably going to fly through this. And yeah, I just feel like I need a no brain power type of book right now because I don't really want to think too much. This could be a great reprieve. Then we'll pick up a fantasy book after this. I need to take care of my dogs for a bit because one is currently really sick, so I'm going to do that and then we'll pick it up. But I'm so excited for this book. post shower and I want to give a reading update before I continue on. I don't think I'll be able to stop, hence why I'm gonna give an update now. I'm at page 147. This is 38%. I'm really liking this. The chemistry is on point. Like, I can see it, I can feel it. I'm reading and I'm having a lot of fun. The two characters are very well fleshed out, but also why they match each other so well and why they connect so well. And I don't even care too much about the age gap or like the fact that it's ex-boyfriend's dad. That to me is not important even in this situation, because the two of them just have sizzling chemistry, and I love reading a book where I know the characters are in love with each other. Let this be my favorite book in the Rose Hill Ranch series, please. I'm gonna continue on reading. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys an update. If not, it will be a tomorrow morning update. Hello, I did buy a new mic. If you guys can't see this, I'm also just testing it out and trying it out and seeing if it actually works or not, and hopefully it does. But I thought I would give my update. I finished reading Wild Card by Elsie Silver. I actually finished reading it this morning. I loved that Tessa Springs little cameo. The moment I saw the back name, I was like, wait a minute. But yes, I finished Wild Card and I'm currently going back to my A Conjuring of Light, which I have on KU as well. So give me a sec. Let me move back. My official rating of Wild Card is going to be 4.5 stars. The reason why it is a 4.5 is because I did not feel like it gave me that 5-star feeling that the other Tessa Springs books gave me. For example, Heartless. For many various reasons, it was a 4.5 because I love the characters in this book. I especially thought that I related a lot to both Bash and Gwen. The way Gwen was struggling with body image issues, but also Bash's unwillingness to vocalize his emotions because he is avoidant. And I felt so deeply for both of them for those reasons and those issues. I'm very appreciative at the fact that there is no third act conflict or a very huge breakup involved, and I really like the maturity of communication in this book. Also, just really enjoy the plotline overall. It did not feel like an ex-boyfriend's dad. It didn't feel very taboo, if that makes any sense. And the emotions were there. It was very genuine. It wasn't very lust-filled. I'm gonna get into A Conjuring of Light by Fee Schwab. We're gonna get back to this book because I need to read this. And I am excited to read it. I have read a few pages. I'm now at page 74. I will get back with you guys for more updates if I have any. I look like crap this morning and I am not feeling too well, but I haven't been reading, so I feel like I need to get some reading done. Hence why I'm gonna do like a little bit of a reading sprint. I'm gonna do a 1-hour reading sprint and we're going to read A Conjuring of Light. I am currently at page 138 right now. So I haven't read a lot, and yesterday I actually fell asleep reading this. I also have decided that if it's possible, I'll be doing sit-down videos with this mic because I listened to the quality and it was brilliant. Okay, it's actually a few hours later. I ended up eating lunch first before I gave my update. I did a 15-minute reading sprint. It wasn't an hour. I found like a little Pomodoro timer online. I have gotten a lot into Conjuring of Light. I am now at page 216. So this is where I got to. I started at 150, so I read about 66 pages, and I thought that it was pretty decent because for a while I had to take care of my dogs. One of my dogs sick and she woke up and I had to take care of her for a bit. I think we're gonna do another one of these sprints soon. I'm currently still doing some work before I have time to continue reading. I think I was a little bit bored in the beginning because there was just so much going on. I felt like I could not really envision where the story was going, but now that things are finally moving and the pacing is finally quickening itself. I am enjoying the book and I am excited to read more. I really want to get to at least halfway today. I feel like I have been slacking off on reading and I want to get through a lot of A Conjuring of Light. Current POVs that I'm enjoying, I really like Alucard Emery's POV. His character arc, I think it's going to be very interesting. I also really like Rai's POV. I never know how to say his name, but I think I'm gonna call him Rai. I'm yapping too much, so I'm going to go now. I'm gonna do work, I'm gonna do a reading sprint, and I will catch up with you guys when I'm doing that. Okay, I'm back with an update. It's currently almost, actually no, it's not almost 9:30. It's 9:30. And I have an update on Conjuring of Light. I have reached page 351. So I am more than halfway through this book. I want to read a little bit more. I am quite determined to read a lot today because I want to get this book finished tomorrow. We're gonna read on the Kindle because I have this on Kindle Unlimited and I'm way too tired to read this book on the bed. Like I have to flip open this thick book and it's just really tiring. So I'm going to move over to the Kindle and I will give you guys an update possibly tomorrow morning because I always end up falling asleep reading. Yesterday I fell asleep reading. The lights were still on. I forgot to turn the lights off and everything. So it was a little bit dumb. I'm going to continue reading and I'll give you guys updates tomorrow morning. Hi, I just came back from Pilates, so this is why I look like this. But I have an update of A Conjuring of Light. I stopped at page 434 yesterday. Blood and binding section. And then I read a little bit on my way to Pilates and back, and I stopped at page 458, which I would say is a huge success. I started at 128, I think, yesterday. Wildcard is no brain power romance book, and I feel like when it comes to a very heavy fantasy book, it's a little bit harder for me to get through. And I read 300 pages yesterday. It was that entertaining. The things that these characters are currently going through, I didn't think that there was a need for this book to be thick, to be honest, for a while. Then I realized that there's just so much to play, and there were so many instances in the first and second book where things were going on but it wasn't really explained or it wasn't really dived into, and I realized that it plays a huge role in the plot of this book. And I love those kind of little puzzle pieces. It's so entertaining. That's why this book is so thick. We're trying to crack every single tiny little detail. I love it. So right now I'm at 458, so I have around 200 pages left to the end. That is so good, guys. I'm so happy about that. But yeah, we're gonna finish this today. I love these characters. They put so much to the table, and I feel like all of them have roles to play. All of them are unique in their own ways, and I love seeing their struggles. I love seeing how their emotions are just so different and so deep and complicated, and I love reading about these characters. That being said, I'm going to go now and I'm gonna enjoy my matcha. This is a little bit of an exciting one because it's Earl Grey matcha latte, and I love me an Earl Grey. And we're gonna read A Conjuring of Light and we're gonna get this done. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, right now it is 10:40. It's pretty late and I have reached page 541 of Conjuring of Light. I have about 120 pages left and things are getting a little bit tense, terrifying. I am at the edge of my seat. Some things have happened that have honestly scared me to death. So we're gonna push through and I'm gonna finish this. I don't care how long it's gonna take. I don't care what time I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna finish this book. So we're gonna do this together. You're gonna accompany me while I read this. Like, a part of me don't want to finish this because I'm scared, but I know I have to. So you guys saw my reaction to me reading the end of A Conjuring of Light yesterday. I wanted to film my review that night, yesterday night, but I really could not because every time I wanted to talk, I full out sobbed. My emotions were whack, is basically what I'm trying to say. I was so happy I finished it, but also I really didn't feel the time fly. I did not realize I was reading so quickly. I just ended up at the end and I was like, what in the world? That ending, one of the best endings I've read in a fantasy series. This was so good. This had the closure I needed. I just want to give them all a hug. I really like the ending. It was so different, but it was so real. So nice to see all of the things that happened to them and what they're going through right now. Everything built up. It just coagulated and it became such an amazing book. You basically see all of the little hidden pieces finally come together, and it was so satisfying. I am done with this trilogy, and honestly, last night I was in between ratings. I was in between 4.5 or a 5. The reason why is because Lila in this book didn't really hit it for me. I think because we were focusing on other characters that were much more important in terms of the character arc. Didn't really do anything much in this book. That was my only problem. And this book had so much more than that. And I think it's difficult to make every single character have such great character arcs, but I think V. Schwab has done a great job making all of these characters have such great character arcs. And maybe Lila's wasn't that satisfactory, but everyone else had great growth, great self-reflection, and whatever happened to them, the closure at the end, I just feel like it was well needed. But I decided to end this vlog here because I actually need to upload this vlog next week. We're gonna end it here, and I actually got 2 5-star reads. That's crazy. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'm so pumped and excited to just read more books. I also have a few challenges, a few reading vlogs planned in mind. Again, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!